Final, best of five. That'll be Fnatic starting on the CT side here. They have got their work cut out for them. Team Liquid have looked absolutely stellar throughout this tournament. They send them flashbang towards middle here. So it'll be Stewie 2K leading the way. JW manages to avoid the flashbang, but mid control granted towards Liquid at this stage. They still have smokes and molotovs, and they push JW right back as they set themselves up for a B split. They've made their way through towards checkers here, Matt.
JW back down toward Highway, though. He's going to try and make contact with Stewie. Krim's actually got the kill. He was peeking from the top side of the site, but the action's on B. That's where the bomb heads. Twist that exists. They'll find the kills that are favorable, but it's Twist's Russell. And if you can catch the player at the bottom of Highway, you can get the gun. If JW's onto it, though, he backs off, keeps the distance long by going up the corridor, and it becomes almost impossible at that point, so you really have to make it work. And the risk perhaps not worth the reward. They're going to take the bomb to the door, fastest entry point to the bomb site.
Doing what they can, trying to bleed out their utility. 2 flashbangs left on Fnatic, but it will be Liquid now posturing towards the A site. The bomb's towards Squeaky Door, and Stewie's deagle's gone down.
Krim's getting Stewie's important because that lets it exist. Okay, and Krim's finds them. I was going to say, get them back in the site. They were almost playing a retake setup with the rifles, and without utility, they could have potentially gotten the bomb plant. That would have been the win for Liquid.
Addition to get a strong CT half post. Remember, this is one of the few T-static maps we have.
Keep in mind as well, you say that they have the advantage. A bit of a force buy in the second round in terms of pistols means they only have 2 smokes. And this counter boost, Brolan, MP9, this is exactly what you want to do with it. Elige is already up, but smoke down. He could catch them off. Did he make it? He didn't. They actually failed on it. He fell back down, and they're going to get caught running back. 2 to peek. Twist got 1, Exist gets 2. Elige trades off, and Naf. He makes the difference. He finds the player at the bottom of Highway. That means Elige is actually pushing up, rotating in, and Krims is on the ground at Forklift. He's going to watch toward the door. He's got a good position if he reads Elige to actually stay covered. And Naf can't, oh no, Elige just walked out. Naf is so low, he's got to go door alone. If he drops that bomb, Krims has done enough again. That Forklift has given him so much protection, and it's certainly one of the talking points. Will it be changed when the map is reintroduced or not? Stewie, he tries to hunt back in that direction. Bomb, again, stays at the door. Stewie's the one that has to make the move.
He absolutely does. He's got no utility, but a bit of time on his side. Krim still behind the 4th stage. Deagles, Tech9s, and they have 3 smokes. I'd imagine this would be some sort of A execution. You can see them lining up the smokes at this point. Just going to try and get the bomb down and see what happens after that. They have Tech9s, P250s, and Deagles. And they'll wait for the CT smokes just to dissipate first before they make their final move.
Krims is now on an AK. That's scary. 7-0 currently. And now he's got the headshot potential. He's at Forklift again. Elige was looking, never looks away. Now they know he's certainly in that position, but he backs off, rotates around it, stays inside of the smokes, and keeps himself alive, baits them in toward Twist. Nitro's doing everything he can on the Tech-9. Elige won't even go up and over. He's just going to walk out, and it's a slot.
Storage area at the very start, and Brolan boosting towards Sunroom. I like this, nice and early as well. You wouldn't expect it at this stage of the game, so they need to be very careful of that position as they run for their default here. Liquid just trying to probe towards the key choke points of the map. You can see main entrance, Squeaky Door, and still boosting towards Sunroom. CTs are holding strong right now. Krim's alone on A, but Exist is rotating in.
Skylight boosts not seen often. Stewie's made a lot of noise toward the door. They certainly know that he is there. Default, he'll stay. He will be the A default. That much is clear. Roland is getting aggressive, though, and they're going to rotate back around on this. So much information. Twists waits for him to see if he actually pushes through useless, but that's too far back. JW and the other Twist will boost in middle, putting the op up above the smoke, and that's an easy... Oh, I thought it was an easy shot for a man like JW. It's information nonetheless, but they couldn't get it, and now Russell's going to take the initiative to walk up toward the white box. Instead, though, he goes back for the bomb, and if there's 2 in mid, there must only be 1 at B, but the problem is his location catches them off, and Nitro down already. He'll be forced out, but no, he won't. Oh, it does spread, but a good smoke. He's got safety there.
Yeah, somehow still alive at this point, but Elige has made his way towards checkers. Twist seems to be very aware of it, though. Takes him down. Another advantage here for Fnatic. They keep finding the kills. There's no response whatsoever. This is absolutely perfect from Fnatic. Brolan has shut them down single-handedly with this position towards the Sunroom. They've got absolutely no all over the site with a view to get that bomb planted.
Spot, but it can't do any kills. The bounce smoke in place lets them get closer. Brolan will extinguish the flames and get up toward the vent. seems to be very comfortable staying aggressive toward B. Just rush in, gray screen or not. Twist will kill off Twists, and Brolan waiting. Elise wraps in. Just Stewie and Nitro left to find. It'll be a 6th round, it seems, with no bomb plants, but they might have other ideas. And it could even be that just Nitro goes elsewhere, and Stewie waits to see if an opening will emerge on the site in which they already attacked. I mean, that is the other aspect. 6 rounds so far, 5 of which have been concluded, and there has not been a bomb plant.
Absolutely true. Stewie 2K, Nitro, desperately trying to make something of this, but oh, that's not bad. It's going to be the tech now. We've seen a few kills with that weapon over the tournament. An AK-47 picks up, but Fnatic don't really have the challenges too aggressively. As Stewie goes down, that's the bomb as well. Oh. Lovely shot from Nitro, starting to get warmed up now, it seems, as they're throwing incendiary towards heaven. Remember, objective just to get that bomb planted. I think he might have done it.
And the second vent was never blown out, so even though he knows that Exist was inside of there, he didn't have to react to it because he had the noise cue for when the time came. Nade to the back of the site. God. They already put a Molotov on top. They'll put a second one.
Finding rounds right here, right now. JW, oh my goodness, towards middle. He preempts Nafly. That's the AWP removed. Early 5 versus 4, and things going from bad to worse for Team Liquid.
Elige on top of the white box. Smoke down. He'll use that to his advantage. Checks out the sandbags. Molotov will go to that position just to confirm that it's clear. JW. Ooh, I think we did spot it. I think we saw something, but does he realize they're that close? Flashed off down. Finally, an entry that is sustainable. They've already lost the first, but they get one back, and that opens up highway. No op to watch it because Twist is in mid. He can swing out on it afterward, but he can't look down from the A site. Secondary Molotov used as well to clear out the event from middle so they can be confident that that's open. And it's good control from Liquid. Looks like a B split as well as a result of it. Look how much they're even checking Sunroom just because Brolan was in that one round.
Such a good point. Lovely movement from Elise, but it's not enough. Stewie's in a lot of trouble here. They know he's got the AWP. He's great with the AWP. Close, but Brolan! Famously, Team Liquid can't perform to the top level in the grand finals. There seems to be a mental block there. Luckily, it's a best of 5. It's very early days in their opponent's map pick. No real cause of concern just yet. It's Crims. They'll be boosted in Shroud. Looking to change things up. You can drop this in once a half. We've seen Crims get 1 kill in it this tournament. Haven't seen much of Cash. Stewie with the standard smoke to block vision away from quad. And it looks like with 5 players on this side of the map, they're going to fully commit on this A set piece.
Molotov clears out quad. Crims is boosted though, and he's going to let them go. Oh, this is a slaughter. An absolute slaughter. He's got the roll.
Eco here for Liquid. They just can't get anything done. They've barely had a bomb plant as grenades come through. Their Tech 9s and Deagles aren't going to be that effective here, and they'll have to wait out the smokes.
They'll wait it out. Pistols again. It's just not working out. And the fact of the matter is, positive reset's not a possibility because they haven't even been making the rounds close. The gun rounds that Fnatic are winning are so lopsided. Brolan again is so confident. He's been under the vent. He's been in the sunroom. He's been in the box position. He's now pushing once more to B tunnels. What? They're not even punishing him for it. They can't catch him.
Yeah, this is looking very flat from Liquid. They've run out of ideas. It's a 5-on-3. They're boosting above the smoke right now, hoping there's aggression, but nothing found. Just locked out of every facet of the map. You can see Crims. He has full A control. He's watching towards A main, and Brolan, he's been baited in so nicely here. Such good AWP presence there. They're probably not even going to check this corner. Flashbang comes through. He's done damage. He's good for at least 1 kill. Maybe a few more here as his teammates just back him up. Cash in favor of Fnatic and Nitro. They used to be good at these entry picks, and now they're taking damage towards the boost position. Nafly down to absolutely nothing. 21 HP as the Molotovs come through, but they are finding frags at this point. Vic's looking for another one. He can't connect the spray transfer, and finally, it's a 2 versus 2 that actually looks possible for Team Liquid now.
Stewie just waiting to see if a push will come through. It's 3 ops alive, 2 of which are on the Fnatic side. All of the kills in mid. So those 2 ops anchoring either side, sure, it gives them great counter potential, but they can't switch to a rifle should they be required. One of 2 could on rotation, I suppose, but not certainly to defend the take. Looks like mid-vent B. Vents aren't blown out either. That's going to give away. What it is when they do. And they'll make that noise. Twist hears it. He'll stick to tree. Smoke off in that position means his AWP is rendered useless for now. He could rotate toward heaven. They need to get the bomb down in the meantime, in the interim, because JW is on the move, and Twist, he can still catch this. Oh, he had the Molotov down. Oh, he tagged him on a quick scope that fast. The preset aim, and he knows he did. The nade, it's going to go back to our default. Stewie had the presence of mind not to play there, but look who's already arrived. Twist is down inside a checker room. JW gets it with the op on vents, and it's 19 HP, triple op. AK swap, excuse me, for JW. He does pick up the body from Russell, but now it's going to be Stewie. He has to get aggressive. Good find on the first one. Best chance for Liquid, and it's a one-on-one. Smoke. Oh!
They need to string a few rounds together. Cannot afford to let this one slip by. Elige, he'll be going fast, and he's had enough. He's trying to get that first pick. Grim's taking a lot of damage. JW even more. Opening advantage now for Liquid, and they can fall back. They do not have to fully commit to this.
Grim's top forklift. Means no railing in front of him from catwalk to impede upon his ability to drop in and get cover. Smoke fades, not as good of a position. He plays the corner instead. No commitment yet from Team Liquid. Roland again pushed up under the vent this time. Is the only one on B. The early pick is forced rotations, 3 on A, and it's Naf toward the door this time, not Stewie. Stewie instead has the bomb. Elige at white box doesn't have much to work with in terms of being able to support. Forced smoke out from the T side. Back of the red crate. But if they think they're going to be able to get in easily, Exist is still waiting toward the fence. Not isolated. Crims can back off. He's got a leash down with the op.
This is fantastic utility work now from Fnatic. They're locking them in. They have no choice to go back towards B. They're going to have to commit to this A side. 20 seconds remaining. Nitro, he'll be dropped. It's now a 3 versus 3.
They have to get Exist. They did. Stewie got it. That's the biggest kill in the round because he heard the tick of damage from the Molotov inside of Squeaky, and that was the only entrance point for the bomb. Fantastic find of 3 kills in a row for Team Liquid. It's on a Brolan. Man who's been absolutely dominant on B. He'll get spotted. Good position.
Shot after shot connecting. This time it's Stewie 2K to go down. And mid-control looks pretty decent here for Fnatic. They know a player's dropped down, and that's going to be Twist. He's trying to flush them out with the Molotov.
Smoke out from JW is going to bounce below the stair. Hopes exist in his presence, and the fact that it's dropped down lower means they can actually do exactly that on the railing and see above it, but they're going to elect not to. I don't think they're confident of the fact that they have the position or that no one's watching them. Naf, look at Brolin again.
He's back in it.
And it's been 7 rounds since he was there, so they probably won't check it. Oh, he's missed the shots though, but the fully blind Naf, he can't get him spawned. Now they'll focus him, line up, and look at the damage. Sure, they get the trade. Nitro's on 1. He's dead now. JW got him with the op either way, and he'll rotate toward heaven. It's already on fire, but Elige is not crossed over to get the bomb in position, so he's still going to be there when the bomb tries to go, and in fact, he goes early, wanting to catch them on the rail. Too easy. Takes Twist through it and follows it to hit him on a second shot as well.
JW is looking like an absolute beast right now. Every shot is just with so much conviction. 3 kills in the round. It's Elige who has to clutch out now. Stewie managed to do it in the 2 versus 1. Can he go one step further here? And he's trying to encroach his position. There's flames all around him. He gets the first frag. It's actually looking possible at this stage. CTs have to work together. He's applying pressure. Who will come out on top as the bomb ticks away? CTs of the AWP up front. And they're in position, but JW might be. Oh, wow. He really is pulling out all the stops today, man. He seems like he knows exactly where they are. His aim is pinpoint accurate, and at this stage he wants a bit more. Back towards Squeaky Door. This is JW of old we're watching right now.
He's getting aggressive again. Good flash though. He'll be caught out. Good read. Finally something that Liquid looked proactive on. Shut the door by Stewie. They'll open it inwardly. That gives him the angle toward highway instead without being too vulnerable to anyone that wants to peek out from inside of the site. Exist is that player. He's the one that could have wrapped on that. Up in the smoke, you'll see their feet when they walk out. He's got the advantage. Oh, the flash timing, no, couldn't see it. And Naf reads the Crims is forward. Does exist. He can just barely see it, but Stewie saw it in return. Another big kill, second time Stewie has answered exist in that position, and bomb to go down for Nitro. They get the Molotov. Oh, it does. It spreads. And Broland knows it. He stepped up, caught them retreating, and got 2 kills. It's now down to Naf versus Twist.
That was absolutely epic from Broland. He's given Twist an opportunity now to win out in this 1 versus 1. Naf with no utility and hasn't recovered the bomb just yet. 20 seconds remaining. He's hoping he can best Twist in a one-on-one duel, but now it's to get his skates on, recover the bomb, and as time ticks away, he'll have to go for a safe blind here, surely. He can't really do anything else. Actually fakes it out. Twist is going to take
5 seconds. Not a lot going on. Finally, Exist looks for information, and Nitro gets it. That's going to give them the advantage on the take. 3 smokes down. JW's locked out. It's all on Crims. Not that that's been a problem for him, but having a scout this time, it might be. Misses 2 shots, and Twist goes hunting. He's got the smokes behind him, but they will push through. JW finding his 2nd kill before Lige takes him back, but watch out for Broland. He's the last alive. UMP at that.
The initial damage, but takes an incendiary and a few bullets, and he'll actually go down. It's Twist trying to recover it now.
Stewie, AK in mid 2 there though. White box as well. If they break that 3, sandbags, if they even catch him, if he gets spotted, he's done. He's dead. Flash out, he misses the shot anyway. It's a huge problem. The AK needs to be protected. Elise will try and do it. Flash again, he dodges but can't hold off Crims, and it's falling apart. Fnatic are actually stealing. In fact, this was the best chance on paper for Liquid. They finally broke Fnatic, and they still can't win it out. Spray control, Twist. Oh, that's much better. It took him a while to find the first 2, but the 3rd shot changes the round. It's just Broland left. He's got an AK though, and as always, he's sneaking around.
They know he plays that B side. He's making a lot of noise at this point. He doesn't go down, but surely they finish things off here, and indeed they will. I think the player here is long for this world. Should be a quick kill. They haven't checked yet. Oh my goodness, what's happened here? Nafly gets 2 through the smoke. It's Nitro that does the damage, but Nafly knocks him down.
He has to back away though, no gun recovered. And they leave a lot of ground in the B site in the meantime, so it's still winnable for Fnatic, certainly recoverable. The biggest key in the play on that is not only that they found the 2 through the smoke, it's how far forward Elige has gotten. Stewie's going to make matters worse. He finds Twist. Elige continues to push. He's still not confident enough to think they haven't rotated back or that they might, so he's just going to hold rather than try and wrap and trap, if you will. Get behind and then lock them into the B tunnels.
I can't believe that Fnatic didn't check that position. That's sloppy. One mistake like that, it looks like it might cost them the round, but they still have a chance with the bomb down. They have AKs and no guns are recovered.
And the context of the game, one mistake really overall. They haven't made many. It's been pretty perfect almost in terms of their team play, but yet this one's massive because it could be an 8th for Liquid that they would steal back the 2 to counter out the 2 that are holding it. What a shot from Exist. Elige, he looked like he had that set and ready.
Exist has been impressive throughout the tournament, and that's a prime example of his potential. They've got the early pick here, but there's 30 seconds remaining. CT's trying to recover ground as they push towards A main. It has shoved Fnatic back towards the B sites, and it's up to Stewie now, who's been very good in the crucial situations to try and defend the bomb site and delay them as long as possible.
Naf with only a scout just needs to soften them up. Any damage is good damage because he'll help his teammate in the back lines, which they now know is there. Naf's done better than that. He finds Twist. Stewie gets a second before he drops. Gives them a fighting chance to get back in at 8 seconds. Bomb has to be planted. They could justify pushing the smoke because they would isolate Crims in the process, but they'll wait. They'll hold. Naf's gun barrel is a tell. He's got to be super careful in his position, and he's now alone. 15, make it 1 HP with 2 to find. He knows they're both on the site, but they won't peek him. They won't give him an inch. Smoke comes out. The attack comes in early. Minute 14. They're already in. Well-timed flash gives JW just enough over Russell in the back lines because his aim was snapped, but the shot was not there in the end, although it has turned back. Crims and Broland go down. Not in yet. JW still at forklift. Thankfully, Elige finds a trade on it, but he's going to smoke himself into position. Does Elige consider pushing this? That would be bold. JW even sprays in. He's going to go around the backside of the forklift. That's going to give him an angle. Is he aware of? Oh, one on the side. He spotted it. But he couldn't decide which way to look, and JW pulls it back. 2-on-2. Smokes down. Bomb surely gets planted off the back of it.
Oh, good Molotov as well. That's going to hold them at bay towards the highway. They have 1 smoke remaining. JW's done him in. They won't see this coming. He won't see this coming at all. He gets the headshot of Nitro. He is left in an impossible situation.
Lan holding it out. Smokes either way. Finally, a push pays off for Liquid. Elige gets inside of main, and JW and Twister found. Deep smoke. AK upgrade. Job done. Bomb's way back at spawn. They'll go back around for it. Brolan becomes the only one that's actively on the prowl at this point as he gets inside of Checker. Stewie's been passive at headshot, and he looks toward the second entry, so it's not like he'll be able to surprise. Stewie's almost done this on purpose. He needs to be confident of that, though. Red box boost in mid, just to see if there'll be a reaction. Check every corner at this point. But in the end, it's back over toward B. So Stewie and Naf on the defensive positions. Naf with an MP9 is back toward tree. Window blown out. Confirms B presence. Molotov as well. Stewie's forced out. Plays above the small pit. No smoke down. There's a great one-way smoke angle. Gets flashed out by the second. Brolan times it, and now Naf's MP9 is insufficient. Twist wasn't there fast enough. They have the sight. He's trying to do any damage he can, Naf, as he fires back in, but Twist is even going to get forced off. Fnatic's done everything they need to. Very calculated to get the bomb into position at default.
Yeah, it's been very good so far, and now the 4 versus 3 ensues. Team Liquid, remember, with no utility, no defuse kit, they need headshots, and they need them very quickly indeed.
Brolan has guarded this vent so well on both sides. He's going to do it again, but he's only got 19 HP. Nitro. Whoa! Late to the zone. Exist got 2 in the site. Finally, Naf gets Crims down. They know Exist is out toward the box. Nitro needs to keep him busy for at least getting the defuse, and they get the kill. It'll be another round at least for Liquid.
It's got to be close, though, without the kit. I think they have got it just about.
Yeah, they've got it. No worries. Oof. Overpass and Dust 2 are our next 2 maps. Those are guaranteed in a best of 5. Those are both picked by Liquid. Fnatic, Liquid, Liquid, Fnatic left over. That's the veto order. Flash deep. JW not caught by that. He's got just enough vision toward the forklifts, but likewise he's not going to be spotted or given anything in return from Twist. Nitro starts off against Crims, follows up against Swedish Twist and Brolan. He's got great hold. It's done with a Krieg as well on the CT side that they brought over from the last round.
Yeah, that's really
Brolan's, if I'm not mistaken.
Fnatic gets the first 2 without the scope, and then adjusts to blow off the head of the third. That's quite nice. Now 5 versus 2. Not really much can be done with this. Nitro looking for his 4th kill. Holding for it. Might be a chance if Exist swings out wide, and he does, and Nitro takes him down. Liquid are back on their feet. They're gunning for overtime here. At the very least, get everyone warmed up, get the nerves off. Grand final stages always seem to elude them. As JW now holds with the orb. Certainly not winning this. Doesn't look like he'll save either.
Ace, they're letting Nitro go for it.
There's Crims down at 20. Brolan was 62. And they'll try their best, but it looks like Stewie is more than happy to gun them down here.
Ooh, if he had a sprayed in there rather than go for the reload, he might have had them all lined up. But reload might be the better choice because he's efficiently waiting and ready for the next arrival. Shouldn't say last time, but one of the times. I think he's been there 3 times. Exist absolutely removed him immediately.
There's a good flashback, and Nafly can do nothing about it. What a couple of shots that is from Brolan. Excellent work, and there's still a 3rd CT behind the sandbags. Nitro with it all to play for here, and he is getting wrecked. The HE is landing at his feet, but he has got Brolan in front of him. This one bullet on either side could do it. It's the young man to get his 3rd, and now surely this is where it ends.
As soon as they killed the Legion, the counter pick, the fact that he had to extinguish the Molotov, they knew exactly where he was. There was nothing that Nitro could have done to get out of that situation alive. Baited Brolan in as far as he could, but ultimately he could see defeat first. Twist waits. Double op. That's all that Liquid have left. The rifles went down first. I said the execution potential could cost the AWP's positioning. They've already used the smokes, and 1 remains. It's the ops they have to left to fight. The fact that there is no smokes does mean the ops have a chance to catch them, but not with positioning like this from Crims. A site's wide open. They'll head that direction.
Looks like that's enough now. It will be Stewie 2K on the retake with the AWP. He doesn't even stand a chance at the first hurdle, and it will be Fnatic taking the first map here in our grand final. It's their pick, but What a statement that is. They were up 9-0. All the stars aligned for them. They had heavy hitters from Crims, JW, Prolan, Exist, all posting 20-plus frags. That was absolutely epic from them. And that's the Fnatic team that's got a chance of winning this grand final. But that's been the problem throughout. Their series have been streaky. They can have very strong maps and drop